Alright everyone, welcome to round 2. This is an okay hand, so we're going to keep it. Against Lil J. Alright, I was gone for a few minutes and now he's gone, so I'm going... Oh, no, he's still here. He's just, mulliganing to lots of no cards. Alright, well, hopefully we can beat a mull to 5. I wouldn't say with any certainty we're going to beat a mull to 5, but it totally could happen. Alright, well, we got some guys. I don't really think I... Well, I'm definitely not playing the Banisher Priest here, so... We will just swing. This 5-drop isn't exact... I mean, I would have liked much more to play something a little more aggressive there. Alright. That is going to be eaten by a Banisher Priest, for sure. I think Wall of Frost is actually like really strong in the blue deck, and blue-green is my favorite color combination I think in this format. I've heard a lot of people say they don't think blue-green's that good, but I disagree. This could be a Nephalia Seakite faux show, but we do have Plummet, so we're just going to swing it anyway. Well, I guess it could be a Tusker too, or not a Tusker, but a Briar whatever. But I think the odds of it being a Seakite are so much greater. I'm going to just swing here anyway and hope I'm... Well, no, I don't think I am going to do that. I think it is a Seakite, but I don't want to be wrong and lose a Wall of Frost, so that's what we're doing. Alright, it is indeed a Seakite, which is indeed getting plummeted. So I could have hit for 2 more damage, but I think it was worth the risk there. Plummet is very good against this guy. So yeah, we're just going to run the Tusker out there since it's the only thing we can really play. Alright, Scroll Thief is not terrible here. We are going to swing with the Banisher Priest, and if he's got some sort of way to Giant Growth his guy or something, then so be it. But I want to try to get in with the aggression here. Wall of Frost is very good against us, so a Giant Growth or something here would be pretty bad. Alright. I think Root Wall is just... We want to be as aggressive as possible. I think Root Wall is better, and the next turn, if we draw a land, we play Spore Mana and get a guy. Yeah, I think keeping the pressure on here is the way to go. Alright. I really do like blue in this set. Divinations, opportunities, pretty much everything actually. It's all pretty good. Alright, so there's the Seacoast Drake I was talking about that blocks pretty effectively. Not really these two guys. So we're definitely going to be swinging in there with everybody. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and swing now and then see what happens, what we want to do. He could double block, I guess, here, but then he takes 7? That doesn't seem good. If he wants to double block here and take 7, then we're not going to swing with the Banisher Priest, though, because... Although, I guess, if we do and he double blocks, he takes 9? So he can't double block here, or he takes 9. There's no single blue card that... So double block 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So by my math, he can't double block. So we're just going to swing with everybody. If there's a green open, maybe we don't make that attack. But there's not. So we're going to go ahead and pump up the Root Walla, get our 7 in, and then play the Giant Spider. We should win next turn. Yeah, it would take a lot of stuff to block the whole team. So, let's see. What is good against this guy? Wall of Swords is actually probably pretty good against this guy. We are trying to be aggressive, but he's gonna be having flyers and walls, and I think this wall's probably pretty good. I mean, maybe Angelic Wall's good too, but I don't think good enough to want to sight it in. What is not very good? He's got several 1/3s, so maybe a Sentinel Sliver, or I guess a Steel Form Sliver is worse, because it just is worse, I think. So maybe this is better. I think this is probably a pretty bad matchup for us, actually. Hopefully we can get one more win in here, but it doesn't feel like a strong matchup to me. Maybe his blue deck's just not that good, but a good blue deck would probably beat this deck pretty soundly much of the time. I think that's probably what I want to do. I mean, maybe having a whole bunch of slivers that have Vigilance is good. Vigilance is good against Wall of Frost. It doesn't tap them, it just makes them not untap. So if you have Vigilance and you attack into Wall of Frost, your guys don't tap. You can keep swinging with them turn after turn. Maybe that's better than a Wall of Swords, but I think Wall of Swords is a pretty good defense plan, and even though it's not as aggressive as I'd like to be, I think it's probably pretty strong in this matchup. So we'll go to game 2 and see if that would have been better, or Steel Form Sliver would have been better. Alright, here we are for game 2. This seems like a pretty reasonable hand, especially against him. Plummet will be good. We got a 2, a 3, and a 4, so looks pretty good. Pacifism's also very good. It's probably not as good as if he only played 5 cards. Okay. We will definitely be taking the 2 here, since we're going to become a 2-3 in a moment. He doesn't even want to trade anyway, so that is fine by me. Don't really want to run out a 2/2 Vastwood Hydra, so it'll probably be a Giant Spider. We do have Plummet and Pacifism, so we have two good removal spells in hand, probably against him. One's obviously conditional, but alright, well that's not great. So we got options here. I think maybe even pacifying this, that actually might be the right play here, since he stops our whole ground crew pretty effectively, and even the Giant Spider can't really attack through it. And if they double block, I'm trading one of my slivers for, yeah, I don't know if this is right or not, but it feels okay, so that's what we're gonna do. Feels like Giant Spider stops our aggression pretty soundly, so I think, excuse me, I'm fighting a little bit of a cold here, so I keep clearing my throat and such. He might be waiting on double green for something. Hey, another pacifism. We're just going to attack, and if there's a sea kite for some sort of double block, we will plummet it on out of the air. See what happens here. No sea kite's probably even better, but alright. So we can get a 3/3 Vastwood Hydra, or just play a Giant Spider, and I think here Giant Spider is fine. He might be waiting on an opportunity to play opportunity. Now he's probably going to have a play. Huh, that's not the play I was expecting at all. I think the play is just to attack with everyone, and if he wants to double block one of my slivers, I'm not even sure which one, probably the one that gives an extra defense. If he wants to double block, then yeah, we lose one of our slivers for a Merfolk, which isn't great, but we're getting in another 4 damage and playing a 4/4. I think that's worth doing to keep the pressure on here. And I could be wrong, but that's what I'm gonna do. I mean, he also could have, I don't know. We should have a way to block a Scroll Thief regardless after this. Double blocking is probably the correct play. In fact, I think double blocking has to be the correct play. Yeah. I don't think it was worth playing a pacifism there, since we're going to have a big guy on the ground here in a minute. And we're getting him pretty low. Pacifism might be able to just get us in there for the win in a moment. Hopefully this doesn't get essence scattered. Alright, good. That would have been bad. He's flooding out a bit, which is good for us, probably, unless he has something that costs 7 mana, which he could. But, looks like we're going to rumble in there. I am not going to play a pacifism on the Scroll Thief. There's just not really any reason to do that. I don't think he's going to be able to play anything that just wins next turn or anything. It's possible. Playing pacifism here would just win the game, but... Alright, we're definitely going to plummet that. So he still has no good blocks. He almost has to block here. Alright. Alright, well, he's down to 1 card. So I would say things are looking strong here. And pacifism would have been a bad play, as we felt. And he's pretty up against it. He is flooding out really badly. Yeah, now he's out of cards, so a second Scroll Thief is not going to do it. If we pacify... Yeah, so he just scooped. Alright, so hey, we're going to the finals with this deck. I didn't think it was all that strong. I guess our opponents drew pretty bad. He mulliganed to 5. Our last opponent mulliganed and scooped game 2, and in this game he flooded out really badly. But as blue decks go, it doesn't seem that strong to me. I mean, he ran a Fog, which I guess is okay against us, but Merfolk is, it's a good sideboard card if he brought it in against us, because we have a lot of early aggression, but most of our guys are stronger than 2 toughness, so it's not amazing. Scroll Thief is good, but only if you have a way to get in there, and our deck has so many creatures, it's not really good against us. Didn't see any good flyers other than Sea Kite. And Plummet was very good for us both games, as was, of course, Pacifism. So yeah, we'll go to the finals and see how that goes. See you in round 3.